So, just update you on what happened. Yeah, if you ever are dragged up in Cork, make sure you have a good solicitor, and one that'll actually fucking represent you. Because the ones that they provide to you are happy to just drag out as long as possible. I was talking to two lads in there, and it was like they've been back and forth to court for the last fucking 7 months over stupid, silly little stuff, Kind of like my own one. Shouldn't have even been arrested, but you know yourself. So yeah, I'm back in on March 17th or 18th, and that's the hearing. Is on that. I bumped into D Wall in there. She reminded me of something that I should have said from the start, which was, say you're a citizen journalist, which I am in a way. I don't do it for the funds or anything. I just do it because I want to keep people informed about what's happening in the areas, What's up? Hey, free US Society. Yeah, I was in there since 10:30, and because my second name begins with a T, I'm so far down the list, So I had to sit in there for bleeding 3 hours until 1 o'clock, and then let them go for their lunch break at 1, and then come back in at 2. So yeah, and I'm lucky in the sense that I had someone to go and collect the babs today as well. Would have been really stuck there if I didn't have anyone to collect the babs, but yeah, back in March. I'm back up in March, so I'll be doing another little video, but I'll bring you for a little cruise through town while I'm cruising home. I'll hop on the 42. Did any of you see that in the live I did before I went in? Did you see a man outside with his camera? Start asking questions. Said what was it? How do you gauge the price of your photos? Does it depend on who it is that you're taking the photo of and all this sort of things? And he goes, no, he says, depends on who's paying, really. So you've all these journalists, right? Journalists out here standing outside courtrooms taking pictures of people and then selling them to the newspapers to the highest bidder. Not mad. Like that's how they make a living. I get it. I would initially get that if it was like hardened criminals that they were doing it, like people that actually commit horrible crimes and all. Yeah, that's a fair point. When people want to be able to identify who this criminal is, who say, I don't know, unalived 4 or 5 people or something, or did something drastic to a child, I understand that. But for people that are just getting dragged in for nothing, there they are snapping photos of people just so they can give it to the highest bidder. I think I caught a little bit of them on my last live. Have a look at them. And I said to him, I said, were you here? Sorry. I'm fucking still hacking. I said, sorry, still not there yet, hang on. There we go. Sorry about that. I said, were you there the night of the Coolock? The lads in Coolock got nicked. And he goes, oh, when was that? And I said, oh, I think it was in July, yeah, it was in July, mid-July. And he goes, no, but I had someone else there. I said, you had someone else there? It was him, it was the same bloke. Lying bastard. Every cunt's just lying. The world's just full of liars. I know, I'm coughing like mad and I'm letting it figure it out. It's only because I was fucking relieved. I bumped into like I said, I bumped into Dee Wall in there. She was in there with some other people. And Nunes Flower was in there, so it was nice to meet up with Nunes Flower. She's in there supporting people. There's another chap from Mayo who was up, and Jesus, he came well prepared. He had a book ready and everything. He was assaulted by. I asked Nunes. Nunes was in there watching him get called up again. So when I do a live later, hopefully she joins me and fills us in on that. But a chap from Mayo was assaulted by 4 foreign security men in the hospital. He was in hospital with a head injury and then gets assaulted by 4 foreign security men in the hospital in Mayo. And all he wants the CCTV, and they just will not give it to him. They just keep prolonging it. It's going on like 7 months now. Fucking crazy, man, what's going on. It's just backing up that, you know, it's just solidifying the belief now that trust fucking no one, you know. I'm not saying to all of yous neither to trust me. Don't trust me. Just trust yourself, you know. All that, your intuition and all, it's not going to lie to you. It's one of the most powerful things we have is the intuition. And that's why they've sort of numbed it or silenced it. I won't talk about it. That was all I'm saying there, sorry. Separation of power has got to be the biggest joke in Ireland. These people are spitting on the head. Yeah, spitting on the Constitution. You know, I asked my solicitor when I was in there, I was like, now, can I even just ask one question to the judge? And she's like, no, I'll get you, we're going to get you the hearing in March. And I'm like, for fuck's sake. I said, first time I came in, they wanted the extension, you know, by 3 months. I found out today that they've no evidence on CCTV. They've none whatsoever. So that's if they even scoured that CCTV down there. I don't think they did. They were just saying it. It's just another thing to get you back into the conveyor belt system that is the courts over here. That's all it is. Now in March, I'll be able to say something. You know, I have to be wary that, you know, no, a couple of years in the chat were saying, you know, just be calm, you know. And I understand that, because if I'm not calm, it gives them another reason, you know. I don't want to give them no reason to do nothing. And in future, when I'm out and about with the camera, I'm just going to stay silent whenever the guard are around me. I'm not going to say nothing, especially if they approach you. Don't say nothing to them. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. And then when they arrest you, still don't say nothing. If they want you to sign off, don't say nothing, or don't sign off on anything. Just learn from my mistake. Yeah, learn from my mistake. Like I'm hopeful in a sense that, you know, they say time heals and all this sort of things. We live in a karmatic world. Karma will come back. Well, if that is the case, then mine should be just thrown out and scrapped in March, you know. And the solicitors that are provided to you will try get you to plead guilty. Like that's what I found fucking weird. That was like alien to me. I'm like, hang on, why are you telling me to plead guilty? Are you not there to in a way put me forward as innocent? Like, you're there to represent me. Unless I come to you and admit that I'm guilty, you shouldn't just assume or tell me that I have to go and plead guilty. Like, that's just, what is that? Corruption. That's what the fuck it is. It's corruption. Happy New Year, monkeypox. I was just telling people there, I'm just out of court now. I'm back in March again. The hearing is in March, so I think as well. I think courts in there do streams. You know, I think they do streams as well. So I'll find out more information on that. Yeah, let's just see what you're saying. Kangaroo court. Yeah, Casper. There was a lad there in front of me from Mayo who said that. He said that to the judge. He said, "This is a fucking kangaroo court." It's like, go on, son. No, so back in March, March 17th, I think she said to me, or the judge said. I still wasn't allowed to say anything, you know. And if I probably did, they'd probably do me with contempt of court. The judge was a bit of a prick. The way he treated 2 or 3 people that dare speak out of line, you know. So in that place, it's speak when spoken to, you know. Just claim you're black. I'm halfway there. You're only doing this because I'm fucking half black, you bastards, aren't you? Yeah. I was 17th or the 18th, sorry. So I think 17th or the 18th. It's weird how, like, the other one was the day after my birthday in September, the last time. And now this one is either on Paddy's Day or the day after. It's weird. Ah, well then it'd be the 18th then, would it? Well, no, courts would still go on. She gave me the card. I have the card here in my pocket. I think it's the 18th. Let me look at it. Oh yeah, it's the 18th. It's the 18th. I'm back here. I got a short clip of it. I gotta go live later and I'll show you on the live. It's only about a 15-second clip because I didn't want them to see me fucking walking around the place with my phone out, you know. But yeah, like I said earlier, it's like walking into the bleeding Ministry of Magic in Harry Potter. With all the Death Eaters in it. Tracy O'Malley did a post on next month ago about the threshold for arrest under Section 6. High threshold, probably miles away. Now, that's the thing. Was that true? Through Ireland. When I initially got brought in there, it was for Section 6, which is the drunk and disorderly thing, yeah? I don't drink, for one. But I was thinking to myself, oh, well, they're going to have to provide the test they did to prove that I was drunk on that night. Obviously, they would have to, wouldn't they? You know? It only makes sense. But now it's Section 8. See? So it's just... The more you keep getting dragged back in there, they just change it whenever they want. They just change it, man. You know? Went from Section 6 to Section 8. And like I said, when I first came out of court and said on here, if you can afford it, get yourself a good solicitor. Do not take state-provided solicitors, because they're part of the establishment. They're part of the system. Like, when you go in there and you're standing there, all these solicitors are just looking around like vultures, you know? Oh, how many have I got today, you know? How many will I get through? Doesn't matter if they're guilty or innocent, just how many can I get through? That's what it is. It's the whole fucking system right there. Yeah, I was stone cold sober. Haven't drank properly in fucking... Can't remember the last time I was drunk. Probably one of the Christmases, but I mean, on a regular basis, you're talking over 8 years ago. I'd rather have a cup of tea now. Yeah, that's exactly what it seemed like. You know, they're happy to just, you know, it's a place for them to go every day and earn cash. Just keep making people's lives miserable, you know. But they're happy to still go there every day and collect the cash. And I was talking to one of the other lads from my area who was in there today, and he was saying he goes, "Do you remember the big lad that was nicked with us?" And I was like, "Big lad, big lad." And he said the name to me, but I said, "I'd probably know." Like, I wanted him to continue, so I said, "I'd probably know him if I seen him." You know that way. And he goes, "Well, he gave them solicitors €1,000 because he wanted this fast tracked and out of the way and done. Now, the fine that people are facing for this is around €200. That man gave the solicitors that were state provided to him €1,000, and he's still getting dragged through the courts. That mad. Do you think for €1,000 now they probably would have just striked him off? Because he didn't, like, when he said the big fella, I kind of knew, because there was all of us which were average heights, but then there was this massive, huge fella that he was actually in the bus with me. I got talking to him. He didn't do fuck all. No, he didn't do fuck all. If you're going to take him on word, he didn't do fuck all. But he paid them 1,000 to get this fast tracked and get it done out of the courts and everything, and he's still going through the courts. Like, he's back in there in 2 days or something. What's up, KO? Served him, yeah. You know, it's like when I talk about those people, you talk about certain people as if money is their god. You know, so many people in the world that money is their god, and, like, you know, it doesn't matter what you do or say or try to convince them. It doesn't matter, because they just want the money. You know. Like them fuckers coming out, "Give me my money, give me my money." That's cool. Look at that. It's getting repaired. One of the top of the one of the pillars. But yeah, so where was I? Sorry, I get distracted by nice buildings. Yeah, money is their god, so you're not gonna, you know, it doesn't matter how many times I try convince them that I'm innocent, right? Doesn't matter how many times, they're still just gonna go along with whatever the judge says. You know, like, they're not, as far as I could see it there, they're not even willing to step beyond the veil, in a sense, and say, "Hang on, this guy you have up here, he's no previous convictions, never been arrested in his life." You know, they don't say any of that. Don't say any of it, because money's their god. You know. No, I'm not going to look into facts. I'm just going to have you back here in 3 months so we can make money off you for that day. That's all they're thinking. It really is, isn't it? I mean, the older I get, Ireland forever, that saying becomes more and more true. More and more true. Because look what it does. Like, it's not just, we're just talking about the judicial, there's a tough word to say. We're just talking about the judicial, I still can't say it, but you know what I mean. The judicial system. Word sounds a bit funny when I say it, but yeah. But you could take that into other industries as well. Like, look at the music industry and the movie industry, what money has done to all that. It's turned them all into fucking blackmailing perverts, you know? Money done that. What's up, Paul? Yeah, exactly. I'm back in March, so you're right there. Another demand to generate funds. Remember, court is a business, and your appearance generates income. You know, it's weird you say that as well, because, well, it was Noon's Flower was in there, and I was in there talking to her, and I was like, you know, it came into my head, why? What is it? Like, is it that they need us in here? You know, they had me in there. They said, be in court for 10:30. I was like, I'll see you then. And I was in there for 10. You've seen it on the live. I was in there for 10, waiting at the door. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Only to be told you have to come back in 3 months. So In my head, I'm thinking, why didn't they just ring me and tell me that? You know? But I'd say what they get with most people, right? They can get you on bench warrants if you don't, if your appearance isn't there, you know? So they've every fucking angle covered, Paul. They warned me on the letter. They said if you don't appear in it, you're going to get a bench warrant out for you, you know? Threat. Yeah, we were talking about Peter Lynch as well, and we were talking about, she said his name, I just can't remember. That farmer. He just dropped dead recently there off one of his ladders, 70 years old. But he had been harassed by the Garda and everything, you know? He wasn't playing along with COVID regulations or something during the COVID thing. And the guards fucking harassed him. The local Garda in the town harassed him there. That was Mayo, County Mayo. I can't think of his name. She said his name to me. She'll say it later on. She said she's not gonna join the live, but she'll comment on it later. So, well, if we look at that either way, Sean, either way, that's fucking heartbreaking, isn't it? Like, either he did do that to himself just because jail was just too much for him. Like, the man was sick, diabetes and all this stuff. A grandfather, you know what I mean? So it's either he did do that because he couldn't handle thing, or it was all them in there and they're covering it. That'd be even worse, wouldn't it? If it was all them bleeding muzzies in there and he'd just all covering it up for them. Fuck me. You see, I'm at a stage now where I don't put anything, like anything could be true. Anything. They've lied to us for our entire lives, so anything could be fucking true. Mayo, the Garda equals bad news for ordinary people. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that he passed away. This L-boy, I didn't know about him. Well, I knew of him. I knew of the story, but I didn't know he passed away recently. Apparently, he took a heart attack on his ladder, which was probably due to stress from all the fuckers putting him under stress. Hey Donald, back in on March for the hearing, so still pleading not guilty, obviously. But I think I said it on the way in. I was talking to them on the phone, and they say, look, if you plead guilty, it's basically like a slap on the wrist. I'm not joking you. I'm gonna have to start recording these fucking calls. They say to you like, if you plead guilty, it'll be a little slap on the wrist, you know. Little small fine and you'll be out and done and ever. But if you go and plead innocent but then are found to be guilty, she said, it's 10 times worse. So in most cases you're just better off pleading guilty. Isn't that fucking mental? Here's that building again, look. Somebody did that to that building. Ormond Court. When they all give me my money went in there, huh? Section, they have it as a Section 8 refusal to leave an area is what they're saying. Now the thing is as well, the guard that's pursuing it, the guard that's keeping it going, he'll have to be present. He'll have to be present in court on the day. So at least I'll get to see him face to face, you know. He wasn't even the one that arrested me that night. That's the weird thing, because I know the one that arrested me, and it's not him. It's a different name altogether. But he's pursuing it. He's keeping this going, you know. He could easily turn around and drop all them, you know, but he's not going to. Must have to meet his quota or something. Well, my new strategy, Paul, is just remain silent, you know. And even when I looked into that, right, especially in Ireland, I looked into the laws in Ireland around it. They can still bring you to Clover Hill, even if you stay silent the whole time. I'm not quite sure how long they can hold you for, but they can bring you to Clover Hill. If you get arrested and don't say nothing, like not a word, they'll just bring you straight to Clover Hill. Not mad. You have a right to remain silent, but that's the only fucking right you have. You've no other rights. Well, through Ireland, if they keep telling lies, they're going to have to tell more lies to cover up them lies. It's going to snowball on them. And I wonder, back in Nuremberg times, if anyone knows, were any like police officers held up in court there? I know the media. I know the media was, but was that police officers? You know, I'm not talking ones that are like in special branches of the Nazi army or like that. I'm talking about like just police officers, like guard officers. You know. Yeah, prison for exercising your right to privacy. Yes. Yeah. But that it would have been me. It would have been. Well, no. I suppose I'm still going to do it because what's the worst they can do? What? Put me in jail for a while. You know. Especially like knowing myself that I haven't done fuck all wrong. You know. And that night, you know, I've had many thoughts of that night, thinking, oh, I should have done that better, I should have done that better. It's fuck all you can do. You can't change the past, but it can prepare you for future events. You know, like not going near the traitor guard for one. Don't just keep at least 30 feet away from them, right? At all times. Don't interact with them. Stop interacting with them. If you have something to say it from inside the crowd so they can't pinpoint it. You know, things like this. Call the traitors out. But as well as at the same time, like they'd probably arrest people for even doing that. You know, we probably will get to that stage where they're just gonna start arresting you for like bad words. You know. Oh, someone finds that offensive. Who? We can't tell you under protection of things. Well, what's offensive? Who decides what's offensive? You know? Soap and shoes also. Lampshades and shrunken heads is the evidence for crimes against humanity during those trials. Ooh. I'll send you money and stuff you can put it in. I just, I suppose I'm still a little bit like, you know, up in the air about it. You know, numb to it in a way. I suppose it's my own body and mind trying to help me get through it. I'm not saying that I'm like completely stressed out over it, but it's not helping me. It's not helping me family situation around, you know, things like that. And they lovely, look at them things. Brass. Gorgeous. What's that coming down at me? Sorry, I missed a few there. A lot of them got on well afterwards, like Klaus Schwab, Ada. Yeah, Google, eyes on everything, true. I watched another documentary on the young leaders again last night. Me sick bed. That's some fucking rabbit hole. So many layers to that Schwabby fella. What's that one up there? Is that another bank going up over there? Looks like another bank. Oh yeah, I know it's a goal. I think it's what's keeping me sane is knowing that as well, you know. I know it's a goal. They wanna break us. They wanna break anyone who's not conforming, you know. Trying to break you down as much as possible. I always quote the bleeding the Potter movie, don't they? And the one line out of that movie is shit, I think I'm about to lose my bus fare. Am I? Hang on, bear with me, folks. Fuck. The quote from that movie is when Luna is talking to him. Luna's talking to Harry, and she's like, "Well, if I was you know who, I'd want to make you feel alone and isolated." I was like, "Damn!" It's like there's a fucking truth bomb and a half, isn't it? The old cunning Voldemort. Well, it was really J.K. Rowling, but you know what I mean. So Suzanne said just drop down to her new place and we speak on offline. Yeah, no bother, Polly, I will. No bother. Nice one, Casper. I don't know. The O'Connell statue, is it? Is that what you're talking about? It's the one doing the Apollo finger like that. I'll get back into doing those videos again where I go around and have a look at old statues and all. I don't think I'll ever lose that. Like, I'll always have that part. Fofila. Yeah, that was a nice, kind of inspired me a bit. Like the video you did the other day when you were, it's just yourself looking at the camera, and you were talking about that interview you did with that woman. Slightly inspired by that. I don't know. I suppose it's because you're being honest. Honesty does that. Look at this fucking noise of it. Right, so yeah, I just popped on to inform you all there what happened. So I'm gonna be live later about 10 o'clock. So pop along and drop in and have a chat. I'm gonna hop on the bus now and get home and have a cup of tea. I'm fucking dying for a cup of tea. I'm starving. I did, yeah. I'm a fast walker. Go on. Love yous and leave yous.